doodle, thinky doodle. Yeah, yeah. Thinky doodle, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thinky doodle, yeah, yeah.
All right, everyone, welcome back. You ready for another deep dive?
Always ready. What are we looking at today?
Well, you know how we've been talking about the whole creator economy thing?
Yeah, definitely. It's been getting pretty interesting.
Right. It feels like everything's changing so fast,
Yeah.
especially with YouTube. Like, is it still the king for creators?
Good question. Lots of people asking that.
Yeah, and to really dig into it, we're going to be looking at this article. Is YouTube losing its grip on the creator economy? It's got some pretty interesting stuff to unpack.
Yeah, that's a really catchy title. And, it's a question a lot of creators are grappling with right now.
It makes you think, right? Like, I mean, think about it. Most of us spend hours on YouTube every week, right?
Totally. I know I do. Learning, entertainment, connecting with like-minded people, it's become such a huge part of our lives.
Exactly. But for the people actually making those videos, the ones putting in all the work, things are getting, well, a little more complicated.
Totally. Like, remember that Bank of America report we talked about a while back? It showed that the number of people who are actually making money from online platforms like YouTube has dropped by like 20% in the past 3 years. That's wild.
Yeah, and I've even seen some of my favorite YouTubers, like Super Mario Broth, that Nintendo historian. He's been turning to Patreon more and more. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Patreon is booming right now. Their user base has grown like crazy in the past year, something like 40%, and a lot of those new users are YouTubers. It's pretty clear that creators are looking for ways to make money that aren't so reliant on YouTube's ad revenue.
That's a big jump, 40%.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on, right? If they're not making money from ads, why even bother with YouTube anymore?
Right. But, YouTube isn't just ignoring this. They're trying to adapt. Remember, they launched YouTube Shorts to compete with TikTok.
Oh, yeah, Shorts. Do you think it's actually working, though? It almost feels like it's hurting their main business, the long-form videos that YouTube was built on.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Some critics say Shorts is just a copycat move and that it doesn't really offer anything unique. They're also worried about how YouTube is rolling out all these AI features for Shorts without much explanation. And despite all that, YouTube's ad revenue actually went down in 2022 and still hasn't recovered.
So Shorts might not be the answer. It almost reminds me of what happened with Etsy. Remember how it used to be the place to find all those unique handmade things, and now it's just flooded with like mass-produced stuff? You see those ads everywhere?
It's a good comparison. If creators are relying less on YouTube's ad model and turning to platforms like Patreon to actually make a living, it really changes the whole dynamic. YouTube loses control over its ecosystem.
What do you mean?
Well, think about it. If creators aren't dependent on YouTube for their income, they have more freedom to do what they want, right? Like, they don't have to chase those algorithms and make those kinds of videos that just get clicks.
You're saying it changes the kind of content we see?
Exactly. Like, imagine a YouTube where short, viral videos are all you see, and those in-depth tutorials or those like really thought-provoking pieces that you love, they become harder and harder to find. The whole platform could change, the length of the videos, the content, even the tone.
That's a big shift. And you know what? It's not just Patreon either. We're seeing a lot of creators moving towards a subscription model. Like, remember when the Try Guys left BuzzFeed and started their own thing?
Oh, yeah, huge move. It really shows how creators are taking back control. They're building their own communities, they're connecting directly with their audience, and they're making money on their own terms.
It's really cool to see.
Yeah.
But where does that leave YouTube, right? Can they really survive if their creators are making most of their money elsewhere?
Yeah, that's the big question. YouTube needs to figure out how to adapt to this new reality. Do they need to rethink long-form content? Do they need to find new ways to partner with creators and give them more control? It's a huge challenge, and honestly, the future of online video might depend on how they respond.
It really feels like we're at a turning point.
Yeah.
So what do you think, everyone? What does the future hold for YouTube? Will it adapt and thrive? Or will it become a relic of the past? It's something to think about, and we'd love to hear your thoughts.
It's definitely a conversation worth having.
Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next time.
Thinky doodle, thinky doodle.